Hello everyone, this is Dr. Vibha Singh from Department of Commerce, Arya Mahila PG College. Today we will discuss on topic what is business and its component. First, before discussing the component of business, we should know what is business. Business, literal meaning of business means state of being busy or busyness, but in economic sense, in modern time, business is considered as an economic and social institution. It has become an integral part of our economic and social life. Its philosophical concept has witnessed a sea change. Now, business is regarded as a means, not an end. As we all know, humans perform number of activities. We can put the activities into two categories, economic and non-economic activities. But in business, we include only economic activities. So, first we should know what is economic activities. Economic activities include all those activities which is performed by a man for the purpose of fulfilling the human needs and wants. And non-economic activities are those activities which is performed by man for self-satisfaction and nothing else. We can say that in business only include economic activities. We can take the example of also for the purpose of clearing the concept of business. If a man build a house for his own living, it is not considered as a business, but if a man construct a building for the purpose of selling and earning profit, it will consider as a business. So, business is that types of activities which is performed by a man for the purpose of earning profit after satisfying the needs and wants of consumers. Now, we will discuss the components of business. Basically, there are two components of business. First is industry and second is commerce. First, we should know what is industry. Industry means manufacturing of goods and services at a particular place. It is a group of units and firms where all the units and firms combine similar nature of for the purpose of manufacturing similar nature of product like sugar industry, cotton mill are the example of industry. It means industry is that place where raw material converted into finished goods. Industry may be of two types, primary industry and secondary industry. First we will discuss what is primary industry. Primary industries are those industries where we obtain the commodities from the earth, sea and nature, and generally it may be of two types, extractive industry and genetic industry. First we will see what is extractive industry. Extractive industries are those industries where goods are obtained bottom of the sea or inside the earth. The example of extractive industries are, we can give like iron ore, like crude oil, like mining of coal, etc. And now we will see what is genetic industry. In genetic industry, all such types of activities which is depends on the nature and it depends on the available resources of nature like water, air, soil, etc. And the example of genetic industries are like cultivation, agriculture, poultry farming, etc. So, I think primary industry, its extractive and genetic industry should be clear to everyone. And now we will see what is secondary industry. Generally, secondary industries are those industries where it form and formation of goods and services take place in secondary industry. It may be three types, manufacturing industry, constructive industry and service industry. First we will see what is manufacturing industry. In manufacturing industry, raw material converted into semi-finished goods or finished goods. It may be of four types. First is continuous industry. In continuous industry, we can see where raw material converted into finished goods from more than one processes. We can take the example of continuous industry like sugar industry and cotton mills are the example of, like soap making where raw material converted into finished goods like oil making, etc. are the example of continuous industry. Now we will see what is analytical industry. As we all know, analytical industry means where we can obtain the goods, various types of goods from one raw material. The example of this types of industry is crude oil making. In crude oil, analyzed and separated in different forms of product like kerosene, petrol, lubricating oil, etc. Now we will see synthetic industry. Synthetic industry means where goods are obtained from more than one raw material, like cement making industries, cement manufacturing industry, paper manufacturing industry is the synthetic industry. Now last industry is assembling industry. Assembling industry means where different materials and components assembles and after assembling we can obtain the single product, like television, like automobile, like mobile are the example of assembling industry. Now we will see constructive industry. Constructive industry means where it does not move the good raw material from here and there. Generally manufacturing and production will be done on one place in the constructive industry. For example, making road, dam, building, canals, etc. are the example of constructive industry. Now we will see the service industry. Service industry is intangible in nature, we can say, like insurance, like hotels, like all types of facilities provided under the service industry. So these are the various types of industries and we have discussed step by step. Now second component of business is commerce. Commerce embraces all those processes which help to break the barriers between producers and consumers. So we can say about the commerce, it includes all such activities that are undertaken for bringing the goods from the hand of producer to the ultimate consumer. So it is the link between the buyers and traders. So the main function of commerce is to facilitate buying and selling activities, and it removes several hindrances which stand in the way of transaction, and these hindrances are hindrances of person, hindrances of time, hindrances of place, hindrances of exchange, hindrances of information, hindrances of knowledge, etc. And now we will see there are two branches of commerce, trade and as to trade. First we will discuss what is trade. Trade means it includes the activities of buying and selling and indirect the flow of goods in the hands of seller to the hands of buyers. And trade may be of two types, home trade and foreign trade. Home trade may be of two types, wholesale trade and retail trade. In wholesale trade, we purchase the goods in a huge quantity in a bulky form from the producers and manufacturer and sell them to the in a smaller quantity to the retailers. And retail trade, they collect the goods from the various sources and sell to the ultimate consumer as per the requirement in a small quantity. So these are the concept of home trade. Now we will see foreign trade. What is foreign trade? Foreign trade is also known as international trade. When we sell the goods within the country but outside the boundaries of a country, that is known as the foreign trade. It may be of three types, import, export and interport. We can see first what is import. Import means buying and selling of goods and services within the boundary of a country. Means when we sell the goods or buy the goods within the country, that will come under the import. Export means buying and selling activities not only within the boundary of a country but also outside the country. We can take the example like India sell goods to Pakistan. It is the example of export. And now we will see interport. Interport means when we purchase the goods from one country and sell to the another country. This is the example of interport. We can take the example like when India purchase goods from France and sell to USA. This is the example of interport. Now the second branch of commerce is adds to trade. Adds to trade, we can say it it is the helper hand of a trade. It facilitates to trade because it removes all the hindrances in the way of trade, and it provides different types of facilities in the form of transport. Transport means physical flow of goods and services from one place to another place as per the requirement. So, with the help of transport, we can enlarge the size of the trade. So, it play a vital role in enlarging the size of a trade. And transport may be, there are major means of transport: road transport, airways transport, railways transport, waterways transport, etc. And second important as to trade is warehousing. Warehousing also play an important role for helping the trade. It is very necessary to store a goods at a particular place, and warehousing play an important role for performing these tasks and make easy flow of trade. Third is insurance. As we all know, where is business, there is risk. For minimizing the risk, insurance play a vital role because it provides all kind of protection regarding all kinds of hindrances and uncertainties which occur during the process of trade, like by theft, by any kind of mishappening, by any kind of fire accident, by any kind of destroy, by any kind of damages that may possible in the process of trade. So, insurance is important for minimizing the risk, and it play a vital role after providing and providing protection to the traders. Now, the next important as to trade is banking. As we all know, exchange is the soul of trade, and transfer of money is important for trade, and on the basis of that, banking help an important role in transfer of money. We can easily transfer money from one place to another place with the help of banking, and we can also raise the loans easily, and we can also enlarge the size of the trade easily. And now these days, in nominal cost, banking provide lots of facilities to the traders, like Paytm, like online banking system, and debit card, credit card, etc. are the help in the form of bank help to the trades. Now, last as to trade is advertising and publicity. It is very difficult for a seller to sell the goods in the market easily, because there are number of sellers in the market, and it is very difficult to sell their goods easily and effectively. It is the advertising who help them, and he provide all the information to ultimate consumers regarding all the kind of changes in the product. When any kind of product enter in the market, it is the advertising who communicate the message easily. So, advertising play a vital role. We can say advertising is the link between the producers and consumers. It provide all the information not only to the producers as well as the consumers, and make the trade easy. So, on the basis of all these discussion, we can say that first, as to trade, it has significant role to play in commercial transaction. Without, we can say without these ads, such transaction would be difficult and if not possible. And in last, I would like to conclude our topic. What is business? Business, we can say business include all those human activity which are related to the production and distribution of goods and services with the object of earning profit through satisfying consumer needs and wants. And we can say that the scope of business is not limited and it is very wide. Thank you.